David Ogilvy, the father of advertising, said that the key to successful marketing is product performance. I want to highlight that for this video because it is super important for all of us to understand as marketers, our part of marketing can also be product development itself. It's one of the 4 P's of marketing, one of the core structures of marketing in the textbook form. And it's also important for us to think about when we're thinking creatively and strategically in positioning our product, in marketing that product in a way that is ethical and fair and also possible, because there are so many ways that we can look at this. Now, the first thing is just, can we market a product when it doesn't perform? And the answer is twofold. And one way, is it even ethical to market that product and to make claims about it that may not fully be true if it is something that doesn't perform well, if it is a low quality, low performing product. We can put it out there in certain ways, we can phrase things in the correct way, we can be just candid of this is a quick, cheap option for you. But product performance ultimately is a great indicator of, are we going to get repeat purchases? Are we going to be able to make effective and strong claims about this? And ultimately, if we can be that confident in the product, it's going to dictate how well we really can unlock that capability within ourselves to market effectively. So product performance, just in a capability of marketing sense, has a dramatic effect in that regard. Morally and ethically, we take into account product performance in the sense that we may or may not really have the best interest of our market in mind if we're putting something out there that is a poorly performing product. And ultimately, product is at the core of marketing. Again, it's one of those 4 P's of marketing, and it is something central to what we do as marketers, not in just the development of it, but the positioning of it, the communication of that product, and so on. So it is very important for us to have that larger picture perspective as well. And if we're coming in as a consultant or as an agency, maybe we don't get to dictate what that product is in its development. But many times if we have a good relationship with the client on a smaller business side, we can make recommendations on how to improve. On a larger business, if something is already set in stone, there might be less flexibility in the development of it. So that's another thing for us to consider. How much can we feasibly influence? And what is our position to do that? And how can we improve our position so that we can influence the development of the product? So David Ogilvy says, the key to successful marketing is product performance. And I think that is inherently true in marketing at its core form. And practically it is true because there have been times that I've tried to market a product that didn't perform so well. And one way or another, it just didn't meet that level of basic necessity for that performance expectation that the market had. And that is really the key at the end of the day, because performance can mean a lot of things to a lot of different people. I expect a certain level of performance for option A as compared to option B that might be a bit different because option A is really a budget item and option B is more of the mid-tier to luxury class of item. So performance is simply going to be different. That needs to correlate to the brand, to how that product is positioned, to the value that we're communicating about it. So performance is complicated in and of itself, but it needs to have some consistency at the end of the day of what we promise, the expectations that we set, and what we actually deliver. And that consistency is the real key at the end of the day. But anytime that you have a choice, opt for a product that performs exceptionally well, a product that is remarkable in its performance. Opt for that, and if you're providing that product, make that your aim, because that always is the best form of marketing, far better than any creative that can be developed, far better than the savviest of copywriting. A product that performs well will market itself. And then all the extra work we do over time to position it, to develop creative around it, to do copywriting for it, is going to be just that much more effective.